Sad stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5, happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time. In case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list, girl, you can skip this funny business. 'Cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cool night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knew my name, and all my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Oh Lord, you can keep your 9 to 5.
Oh my goodness, thank you for the mute check there. How's everyone doing this fine evening? I'm sitting here talking to myself. Hopefully y'all are doing well. We're gonna just switch the camera over here to gameplay mode. There we go. Brian Oxendine with the $5 super chat. You are much appreciated, sir. Great to see you in the live stream tonight. And if I'm not mistaken, I saw, was it Banks up there? Yeah, Banks Sinatra, good to see you as well in the stream as always, sir. We are gonna be busy tonight. I don't even know which part I was yammering on about when I was on mute there, but today we're gonna be doing a little bit of work on Edgewater, Saskatchewan, and I am excited to keep playing on this map. We've been having a blast on this map, and I figured tonight we'd kind of continue on with the series here, but do something I probably wouldn't have done in the videos, which is we're gonna spread our line because we have to do that, but then we're gonna jump in and oh my goodness, Banks Sinatra with the $10 super chat, much appreciated, sir. We are gonna do some contracts. So that's going to keep us busy tonight. That way we can kind of pace ourselves. We'll see how long Spread and Lime is going to take. I don't think it's going to take 2 hours. In fact, I think it's going to go pretty quick with the equipment we got. So let's get to it. Cecil Simulations, good to see you. Trio Gaming, always good to see you, sir. Living Country, how you doing, man? Welcome to the string. Let's see here. I have a plan. believe it or not. We are pushing all the wrong buttons. We are going to spread the lime, and I took the screenshot, I released the equipment, and then I exited the game without saving. So apologies while we find our equipment here. I've got this Unverfirth Pro Force spreader that we're going to use. It looked like a fun piece of equipment to try out. So we'll get that set up and going here. And as always, we pay the delivery fees. It's just so much nicer than having to drive all the way up to the shop, especially with this slower equipment. This Versatile is actually a pretty slow tractor. I think that this ProForce is set up to spread faster than our tractor can actually drive. So we'll be spreading at whatever max speed is that I can get this thing going. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Cecil, I've got a plan, which is oftentimes not always a good thing. Let's see. I didn't think this through. Where is the bulk fill point, if any, on this map? I think there is a bulk fill point. Maybe we are going to have to drive down here and fill things up. Livestock. I have, to be honest, I've not looked around. Do I even have fill points on? Loading stations. It's a different icon. I'm just going to get rid of everything else for a second. Here we go. Seed, fertilizer. Well, let's go for a drive. That sounds like fun. Fertilizer. Tag. I'm sure this won't take but a minute. And it'll give anybody who hasn't had a chance to check out this map a quick tour of the countryside here. So let's get out on the road. I think we're going to be able to get away with one big tank of this, hopefully. We've left our pickup truck out in the field too. We're going to have to get that moved out of the way one of these days before we start spreading out there. And I'll be honest, I don't think I've even checked out the in-cab on this tractor. I've got a weird issue with my Easy Dev tools here where it defaults my field of view to some obscenely small number. I think it's like 24 degrees, and it's only on this save, so I have to figure that out at some point. But this tractor's got a fine looking interior, if I do say so myself. Apologies, I am falling behind on chat just a little bit. I'm obsessed with checking out the new mods. You can see the gear shifter on the console there going as we were getting out onto the road here. Always cool, always cool. Farmer Tech, how you doing, man? Missed your chat there. Welcome to the stream. Always good to see the members. Rudy, appreciate the kind words. Spencer, how you doing? We're cruising here. We're gonna be picking up this lime in no time. I forget that this is a standard size map. It feels so much bigger. I mean, in the back of my head, I realize this isn't a 4X map, but the way the fields are laid out and the fact that most of the fields are fairly decent in size, this map just has this feeling like it's a lot bigger than it is, which I really like. I generally like bigger maps, and this one is one of those few maps that feels like a big map, but it's in a small 1X package. So hopefully the console players, when they get their hands on this, are going to enjoy it. For me, it's been a little bit interesting so far. I've been using Courseplay on some of these curvy fields. I don't know how people are going to get along with the in-game worker, though. I think that, it's going to be interesting to try and carve out the headlands and then find areas that the in-game worker can go on. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Jaeger Hunter, hello from Alberta. Nice to see you. And yeah, whoever was at Rock 44, thank you for the reminder on the 4 ways we got those on. Zane, hello from Saskatchewan. Well, nice to see you. Please don't hold it against me if I'm not doing so hot here with the reality. My farming knowledge stops at about southern to mid Minnesota. So I've not done a lot of the crops that I know are common up there, but we're gonna be trying to keep it at least semi-realistic. And I can't wait for the I haven't played the Oaks 4X map that recently came out. I saw Farm Sim guy did a video on that, and it looks like a great map. I don't tend to play a lot of non-US based maps. I'll be honest, mostly because when I have, my community especially doesn't seem to enjoy it as much, but we might start trying some of those out in live streams and such. We'll see. Oh, we took the sign out. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess I'm going to have to hold that against myself here. I'm going to go back in cab here, see if I can... Where's this green point? Oh, it's back there. How do I get back there? This is the shop. Oh, my goodness. Well, we're a whole, I don't even know, 10 minutes into the stream and we've taken out a sign and crashed into a truck. We're on track. I am trying to pay attention to too many things at once. I apologize. Let's get in here and see if we can find this fertilizer point. And I moved my crash counter around. I don't know, was that showing up on the screen underneath my portrait there? I pushed the button, but I forgot to look over to see if it's working. And it looks like the fertilizer is inside this awesome building here. I'm going to, oh boy, hopefully squeeze into this. Oh, sad face. Well, that'll work. This is not a good idea. I'm never getting back out of here if we go in there. Okay. So, let's think this through. Do I have the mod? I do. All right, let's see if I can dial the tires down here for a minute. Oh, I gotta hook everything back up here. All right, let's try this. Here we go. That's gonna work out a little bit better for us. I like having the triples on, but if we can't get into the fertilizer shed, that's gonna be a problem. Pleasant View Fires, could you get another set of tires on that tractor? It does max out at the triples, but they have a few different things. Oh, we didn't fill this up. We ran out of money? Oh my goodness. Back it up. Back it up. All right, hang on. We got to call the banker. We are calling the banker. Oh, it hurts. All right, we're going to go all the way up to 250. That's the one thing I have to do. Like a lot of times during live streams, when I'm just streaming for fun, we'll just use easy dev tools and toss money in and do whatever we want. Ooh, the fill plane on this is a little above the cover. But because this is actually a continuation of the series play, I have to be a little bit more careful and remember that I can't just do whatever I want. We gotta stay within the realm of playing our single-player campaign here. Dan Olmstead, I missed your chat earlier. How you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. Waiting to hear the details on that spreader. Looking great. So this mod was released right around Christmas, I think, and is publicly available. I don't have the link off the top of my head, but if you're on the Discord server, you can look for a post in the FS22 mods channel. Dairy Deer posted a Christmas release Google Doc that you will find this spreader as one of the mods that was released by somebody over Christmas. So we're gonna get our fields aligned up here and see how it goes. I guess I could have taken a different road back to the farm, but this is kind of our main cut through. It would have been a lot longer to go down and around, so I think we'll take this same road up there. we're cruising along here at 19 miles an hour. I usually prefer to have slightly faster road speeds on my tractors, but this is probably pretty realistic. You get spoiled driving some of those tractors around at 30 miles an hour. Hopefully, though, we're going to be able to knock this lime out here pretty quick. If I had set up what I should have done is set up an auto drive course as we came out this way, so that I could have then just sent this guy right back up to the farm. That would have saved me a few minutes, because we do need to move that pickup and stuff around and get that all going. But hopefully we'll still knock this out. I guess while we're driving back, let's take a quick look at the contract list. I have quite a few contracts here. I was kind of thinking about just grabbing one of these big harvest contracts and checking that out. I don't know. I'm surprised the money value is so low on some of these harvesting contracts, to be honest. These fields seem fairly large, but maybe we'll grab one of these bigger contracts. I don't know which fields these are, so 4, 5, and 6 seem like they'd be over by our farm. Ooh, look at 6. Now that's a crazy field if I ever saw one. 5's up here. Where's field 4? Field 4. I'm going to crash into something pretty soon if I don't go look where we're driving. I did. Look at that. Shock and surprise. Took out a sign and hit the fence. Let's get going on the road again here before I spend more time in the menu, huh, folks? Alright, I think I've got an auto drive course out here, so I can go to... We'll start on the north side, because my pickup's not on the north side here. Do I like that pickup? I do. It works pretty well, and I'm not a big Ford guy, but it works really well. I wish they'd put these signs so you can drive through without knocking them over. Oh no, I love that you can knock them over. They reset every time you load the game, so for me it's kind of a, I don't know, a badge of honor to see how many signs are knocked over by the end of a given episode. They go flying in a very satisfying way. Superfly, I wonder if an auto refill course would just drive into the ditches in the field. Yeah, so I was trying to set up a bale loading course in the field here, and it was trying to jump over the ditches in this north part. And so it wasn't staying to the quote-unquote headlands like I would have liked it to. I've got to figure out some more settings on the course play side of things before I start using that. Back into here for a second, though. Field 6 looks like it might be a bit crazy. We might think about it. Field 5 is something I could set course play up on and run all the machines and do some swathing, because I think this is canola that's ready. Turn all my icons back on, too. Growth, crop types. Yeah, that's a canola, so I could swath canola here. I was trying to find field 4. It should be a smaller field, but I'm not seeing it. I must be blind today. Or it's the one that's up here behind my tractor. Oh, field 4, right down here. Oh, field 4 might work a little bit better. That's a somewhat regularly shaped field and not overly big. We'll see how much time is left. If we've got an hour left, we might take on a big one. If we've got less than an hour, we'll take on the small one. We're going to start liming, though, and I don't know. I think we're just going to freeform it here. I don't know exactly how far this lime is going to go. And so we'll get started here, and I'm realizing my field of view might be just a smidge close, so let me go to something a little bit more reasonable. rid of some of these windows. That's better. Now I can see what we're doing. Mr. Simulation, this map is still in testing, yes. They resubmitted it to the Giants Mod Hub. Hopefully it will pass soon. It's feeling pretty good. I've only noticed a couple of small issues with it myself. And we're wasting all kinds of lime over on the neighbor's field there. My bad. We're still a little close to their field. No reason to waste product. And I'm just looking at how much lime we're going through just making one round on this field. We're gonna need a refill course for this, I think, because we're gonna be running out of lime, and that's a lot of driving. And I would rather let auto drive do that. I'm gonna pull into the corner here. I was trying to finish this off. There we go. So we're gonna, next time we head back up, we're gonna do this the right way and set up a refill course for that. And then we will get going on the contract in parallel, I think. So we'll manage the spreading when we're actually out on the field, but I'm gonna let some auto drive help me driving back and forth between here and town all the time, especially with this slow tractor. Yeah, Superfly, lime is always my most dreaded task as well. I don't know why, I just find it so tedious. I think it's because the product wears out so fast. Oh my gosh, we turned a little tight there. And so it takes a long time to do. It takes a lot of trips to refill. And I don't know, I just don't get that much joy out of it. But precision farming does make it a little less tedious, I guess. Try and make one full round around the field here. I'm curious if I go in cab. Oh, we're zoomed way in here. So this is my problem. Every time I go in cab, I have to reset my field of view. I don't know if anybody else has had problems like this, but it seems to only be since I started this new save. I haven't had this problem on my Farmville save. So I gotta figure out what I did wrong. Oh, this is not better. I gotta figure out what I did wrong and see if I can fix that at some point, because it's getting really annoying to switch field of view all the time. I like it for doing videos and different content. I can get a much better view of equipment and screenshots and stuff like that, but oh man, we didn't even make it one time around the field. I'm sure it doesn't help that I'm driving half in the ditch, but it is what it is. Living country, you got school tomorrow. Good night. Have a good one, dude. A regular co-op auger trailer delivery would be totally within realistic playthrough. It would. I just don't have the money to do that, so I don't want to risk messing up my save data, because I actually like to reference the financial screens and data a lot when we're doing our playthroughs to kind of keep track of what we're doing. And so that is the risk here. Usually when I do stuff like that, I host a multiplayer game, and I'll buy all of the co-op stuff as the different farm on the game so that I can keep the two things separated. So I'm gonna drive this back up to town, and we are going to set up an auto drive course as we do that, so that we can hopefully have this be the last time we have to refill this manually. Cody, if you guys don't put lime down, what are you? You've got to be spreading something else to keep your pH levels consistent in the soil, right? It's probably not lime, but you're probably putting P and K of some kind into the soil, right? And yes, this spreader is OS Farms Mapping and Modding. released over Christmas alongside actually quite a few other cool mods. Alright, our road is coming up here. We'll get this auto drive course running in no time. Yeah, I do need to, I wish that anhydrous ammonia worked better with precision farming. I know somebody created their own custom version. Oh, we wanted to make this part two-way. There we go. You guys put, yeah, so you're putting it in with your seeder when you do it? Or before you seed canola? Oh, you spread sulfur fines. Yeah, so you're still spreading. It's just that you're not doing lime specifically. So it's just, you know, you're just spreading some other dry fertilizer down at a different time. If FarmSim had similar mechanics, I'd love to see that implemented at some point. I know I've been spending a lot of time working on some of that stuff for another game. So hopefully there'll be some other farming simulation games on the market at some point that offer more involved fertilizer mechanics. This is, I guess I should be a little bit more centered because this is a two-lane path that I'm doing on these little dirt roads, but hopefully we won't run into anything. Pull up. I want one more tick. There we go. Here we are. That car better stop. All right. Mr. Simulation, it's going good. We're still working on stuff. Working with some new brands. Can't say which ones yet, but that's been fun. So lots of new content coming to the game, lots of new game features, and a lot of polish on user experience and stuff like that going on right now. So it's interesting how much goes into making a video game. I think a lot of people probably underestimate the amount of iteration you have to go through to get things all polished up. But we're working through the process and making a lot of good progress. So that's been good. I gotta pick my way through this place carefully. I guess this could have all been a two-lane course as well, but I'm going to just ignore that for the time being. I guess I can fix it on the way back out, possibly. Alright, let's not hit the doors. Don't hit the doors. Good. Alright, I'm gonna fill this up and then pull through to get to my next point. I don't know if we're gonna have enough money to finish spreading the lime on our fields. This, how much this is costing. It's a good thing you only have to do this every few years. There we go. Okay. This is dry fert load. And I do want to grab this point. I'm going to pull it forward just a bit more to make sure auto drive does its thing successfully. Alright, I'm going to get this looped back around to where the other course is, and then I'm going to convert that line we already did to a two-lane path, I think. what kind of old school equipment do you have in the game? We got quite a bit. We do have case, and international comes along with that. So you're going to see a lot of older international stuff. And other than that, we've got some other stuff coming to the game that I can't talk about a lot right now, I suppose. So that one you'll have to wait to see until we make some more announcements, I guess. But like, I think we've got, we've already announced like DMI rippers and stuff, which is another brand that was acquired by Case, but they don't exist anymore, if I'm not mistaken. So that's older school equipment that we did manage to put into the game. We're just converting this all to two-way so that I don't need a second course through here. And as far as plans for non-mobile platform releases at this point, we don't have any formal plans outside of what we've announced, which is Android and iOS. Yeah, Dan, that was one of those things, like, I think we took a little bit of flack because we decided to push the release date back. We were originally shooting for end of last year, and there's a lot of things that contributed to that, but a big one was just getting additional brands in the game, which is really exciting, and then just wanting to have a stronger game, make sure we got all the kinks worked out, make sure that we were putting out a quality product, and that takes time sometimes, especially since we are a new game dev studio. We've got several people with a lot of good experience, but sometimes it just takes time. King Randy, how you doing? I am trying to keep up with chat and concentrate on clicking tiny little dots. It's going well. Zane, I do not have any kind of an estimate on when it'll be done at this point in time. I just know that we are making good progress, and yeah, it's been going well. Okay, I'm on the right dot here, and we are going to start recording. There we go. I'm gonna hug the ditch and take this back up to the other path, and we should be pretty well good to go. I love all the signs and stuff on this map. I don't know why. But like the sign for the bowling alley, you've got different billboards and stuff. Just makes the map feel alive. Oh, I've got this tickle in my throat. Apologies. Alright, I'm gonna swing a little wide and pull ourselves right into here. Stop. Get out of the way. And make sure we get it on the two-way. There we go. Now all I got to do is go down to the other end of this road and hook this back up to my main path, and we're all good to go. That's the last step up here. I think we've got everything else all hooked up now. Yeah, Superfly, though, the intersection up here I've got to hook up still, otherwise it's going to bomb out on me. And then this is going to be a load line at the dry fert load, and then go back to the north field. I think this is the course that I want right here when I'm actually letting it do its thing. We'll find out in a couple of minutes, that's for sure. So, what maps are everybody playing on these days? I'm kind of looking for the map that's going to come after the Farmville series, and I've got a few ideas, but I haven't really found one that's jumping out at me, and I always like to have a couple of different maps kind of in flight at a time now that I'm getting videos out just about daily again. Just to mix things up, I'd like to, you know, do a couple episodes on one map, do a couple episodes on a different map, just to keep things fresh. So always looking for recommendations on which map we should add back into the mix. All right. I could have done this with the editor actually rather than driving it, but that's all right. Where's that point? There we go. Away we go. I lost chat. There it is. Where can you find the spreader, Goat? This is the Proforce. The Universe Proforce is available by OS Farms and Mapping. If you scroll up in the chat, I think somebody posted a link not too long ago. Otherwise, there's a link on the Discord server in the FS22 mods folder under the Christmas link. It's one of the mods that was released over Christmas. But OS Farms Mapping and Modding, I believe, is the full name there. On Facebook, you'll find it. Green Valley, Superfly, and Dan are playing. That's a good map. I've only done one live stream on that. That'd be a good one to go check out, maybe. Canadian Buzzard, you've been enjoying Middleburg. Middleburg's a good one. Livin, you just pinged me in a DM. I'm not seeing you in chat since you posted the link like a while back. And Bali Springs is what you're on, Mr. Simulation. Yeah, there's some really good looking EU maps out there that I haven't done. I'm really tempted for a live stream at least to start playing on some of those EU maps just to check them out. Waiting on Edgewater, Zane, but you're playing on Bloomfield, Canada. Nice map. Oh, there's Livin with the link post. Thank you, sir. Stone Valley 22 on console, Jonathan. That's a map. I haven't played Stone Valley much. I played that a little bit back when I did FSN a bit, but I haven't played it since then. I guess I can take over. I don't need to watch this guy go to the last 20 feet. Westby, Wisconsin was a great map. I played a ton of that. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna try and hit this corner. Oh, we turned too tight. Nope, just right. Let's get rid of the annoying auto drive window. Let's put a bunch of lime in the ditch. VW Toy Farmer, yeah, we went with the small spreader. I hate liming, so I didn't want this job to take all day. I am also not doing the best here driving. I probably should have switched over. I'm working on rearranging my office. I'm going to do an office tour video, I guess, at some point in the next week or two. I've moved everything around, and I'm getting my steering wheel set up somewhere permanently because I use my desk for a lot of work. You know, making video games and stuff. I actually need to use my gaming computer for all of that. And so I can't just leave my steering wheel set up all the time, and I got real sick of having to tear it down and put it back up all the time. And so that's why I don't use it as much as I'd like to. I know, like, when I saw how FSG has his office set up, I was kind of jealous because he's able to leave his steering wheel and joystick set up all the time. And so I've got to figure out that permanent solution. So I think I've got it almost worked out here, but I've got a little bit more cabling that I have to do, and it turns out it's really hard to get 4K cables and USB 3.2 stuff that'll go as far as I wanted it to go. And so now I've got to rethink my setup just a little bit to get all my cables and stuff hooked up to where they need to be. But I think I've got the last batch of cables coming tomorrow, and we'll get it all up and running here. So maybe the next live stream we will we'll be sitting in a different spot, and I'll be using steering wheel and joysticks again. So let's see here. I'm almost out of lime. We've finished the other half of the headlands. Luckily, precision farming makes it so I don't lose stuff. I don't overlap as much here, which is nice. I'm going to square this off, and we're going to go to the far side here and use up the last of our lime, I think. I don't know if we'll get through what remains of the field over there, but I'd like to not have to keep driving back to this corner if possible. Is the versatile for all platforms? No, this one, in fact, I don't think is even publicly released. I can't remember if this one's the one that's not released yet or not. BC Bueller sent me a list of mods to try out along with the map, so I've got access to a bunch of his work in progress stuff, and I just can't remember off the top of my head if this is one that he released or if this is one that's still in progress. I know like that Landall VT tool sitting behind the bushes there, I think is one that he plans to release at some point as well. Ohio's a good map. That'd be a fun one to try. I looked at that a couple times. That might be a good fit moving off of Farmville onto the Ohio map. I do think that I want to keep doing some animals in the mix. I had taken a break from that for quite a while in my series, and I find that animals gives you something to kind of mix up the monotony of just being in the crop rotation cycle, so we might try that out. Ryan, this map is definitely coming to console. The spreader, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think OS Farms does a lot of console modding. All right. Time to put this to the test and see if it works. So, Lime, you could try and find the deep bander you used on the Millennial Farm map back in FS19. Yeah, that would be the preferred way to do it, at least for me. But those mods, I'm not going to work on converting all those to 22. This spreader is out for console? Maybe, not that I know of. This was released over Christmas by OS Farms. I haven't seen it on the Mod Hub anywhere, but it could be. Hey, JJ Billy Bob, how you doing? I haven't talked to you in quite a while. Hopefully you're doing well, sir. All right, we're gonna let the auto drive course do its thing over there, and we are gonna go do a contract. So we've got time. The more I sit here, the more tempted I am to try and do Field 6 here. Field 6 is so big. We'll do Field 6, folks. We're going to do it. We're going to take on the biggest contract we can, just because we can. So harvest canola in Field 6 and take the product to the northern mill. All right, we're going to have regrets probably, but we're going to do it. And we're going to swath it, because swathing gives a 20% bonus. And a 20% bonus means we might get a little bit of extra for ourselves. So let's get this going and see how it works out. Now, I'm not going to monkey around with it. I don't know if it's a problem or not. But tonight, we're not going to do manual attach. I've got too many new and untested mods to monkey with that tonight. So let's get going here. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Every vehicle I get in, I have to reset my field of view. So strange. Do I have to reset my external as well? Yeah. All right. Where am I going? We've said Field 6. It'd help if I knew where Field 6 was. Just to the side of the farm. That's the other reason I wanted to do it. It's real close to our farm, so I don't have to haul the stuff out. We can just drive it right over here. And yeah, Superfly, I'm super curious to see how this contract is going to work. If swathing is going to be allowed, I don't know. We'll find out. Trio's looking for a schedule Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saskatchewan. Maybe. I should probably get into a little bit more of a structured pattern, but thus far I have not. We're going to start in this piece here, and I don't have access to this land. Is this not field 6? It is field 6. Yep, that's field 6. So it's not going to let me swath this. Well, this is about to be a very sad contract, but I do have a cutter head for the combine, so worst case scenario, we'll figure it out. But this is about to answer certain questions. Hey, BR's in Minnesota, how you doing? Always good to see you guys. Welcome to the stream. And SimSanity, Track IR does work with FS22. I have not personally used it, but it's on my to-do list. I would love to give it a shot soon, because I think it would be my kind of a mod. I'm just worried that all my looking over at chat would get a little disorienting. My camera angles would change and such. Okay, so swathing isn't working. We're going to run this back up to the farm, and we're going to get the combine and see how that works. I wonder what that exclamation mark is on my mini-map. Is that my driver stuck down there? No. Oh, that's where the contract goes. Okay. I see my, oh, there's my auto drive guy. Okay, he's almost there. Yeah, Trio Gaming, that's sort of the schedule I'm working towards. The goal is 5 videos a week is the kind of goal with one live stream. And so we'll see if I can stick to that schedule. The live streams, I do intend to do most of my live streams as multiplayer live streams moving forward. So we talked about it last week. I do have we're going to convert that Western Australia map into a community server that's open to the public. And I've almost got that set up, and I just got sidetracked with some things. I didn't realize this weekend we were going to have so much stuff going on, and I just wasn't as available as I was hoping originally. Oh my goodness. That bin is toast. How are we only at 4? I feel like I've missed a few crash counters. I'm going to drop this pickup head over here, and we're going to get the header on this combine. I have used Sim Dashboard in the past. Right now I don't use Sim Dashboard because I have a Stream Deck, and it has all of my Farm Sim buttons on it. But ideally I would move to using the tablet with Sim Dashboard for Farm Sim, and then free up some buttons on my Stream Deck for actually controlling some of OBS and stuff. I have to do a lot of switching between pages to do things right now, and it's a little annoying. Alright, we're gonna do this. I think I only have to do it once a game, but I do apologize, folks, but I have to get my field of view set up or it's gonna drive me nuts. I need something a little wider than 60 here. Go to 70 maybe. Yeah, this combine brings back a lot of memories. We had a 9500 on the farm that I worked on as a teenager, and this is very close to that. I love that combine. The bin is toast. Where's the jelly? Now, if this doesn't work, I don't know what we're going to do. I'm going to be probably a little bit sad if for some reason this contract is just undoable, but I'm sure it'll work. We are not going to be doing any straw. I'm going to just bale it. In fact, I want to see if I can find my straw swath setting here. It doesn't show up in the help menu. I feel like it's always the wrong way when I get started, so there we go. Love to see someone do a white 9700. Is that a tractor, or is that the pull? Didn't a white do a pull behind harvester one at one point? Because that would be cool. I think I saw a video of that recently. Hey, B. Williams, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. All right, so the contract is going. That part is exciting, and we're getting some canola. I would have preferred to swap it, but yeah, I guess I'll ask the guys if swapping is supposed to work on contracts and just doesn't, or if that's something that they just couldn't get working and we'll have to live with it. There's a combine, friends had one, that'd be cool. Harvick, the community server, we were just talking about that a few minutes ago. I am still working on it, got a little busy. The family had Martin Luther King Day off from school and work, and so we ended up being a little busy on the weekend and doing a lot more stuff. It's like warmed up and raining here, and my wife and 6-year-old have ski passes, and so we went out most of the day on all the weekend days and enjoyed the ski hill. I watched the 6-year-old and got him. He's to the point where he can actually go up and down the tow rope now on his own instead of just the magic carpet. So we've been having a lot of fun teaching him how to get on the ski hill. And so we spent most of the 3 days of the weekend doing that. And now it's all warmed up, raining, and all the snow is melted, so I'm not doing that. We were going out in the evenings every week too, so it took up a lot more time in the last week than I anticipated. But I've got the server up, I've got the Discord channels up. I just need to finish fixing the mods, and we're gonna launch the community server maybe even on Thursday. I might try and stream on Thursday. Maybe we'll do a community server stream. We'll get that thing packed, see if we can get all 16 slots filled up. You're in Sask, you guys run 9600, two 9770s, and an S690. Very nice. Yeah, I feel like I don't see enough of the farm tubers with, you know, like I see them with the older equipment, but I've kind of gravitated towards people who have a lot newer equipment lately, and it'll be fun to kind of look around. I've been finding a few real-life YouTuber channels in Saskatchewan in the last week here to really try and expand my farming knowledge, because I've never, you know, swapped the crop before. I've never done peas or lentils, anything like that, and so I'm not, you know, familiar with the fertilizer programs that people use. I'm not familiar with what kind of tillage people are typically doing up there, if any. I'm sure that a lot of it is just direct drill right back into the ground, and so I'm learning a little bit more about stuff. Mike Mitchell, I've watched in the past. His is a much larger scale operation, and I don't know if it's 100% like representative of what you would see on a smaller farm in Saskatchewan. So I've been, you know, I've been watching a lot of videos in what little free time I have. And yeah, South Sask Farmer, I think I found recently, and he had a ton of older stuff, and I was really excited by some of his videos. And so I've been watching a little bit of his stuff. I think they've actually got a 9600 and some other combine as well that was doing pickup in the field one day. So that was fun to come across somebody using kind of that older equipment. But we'll get back to doing some more modern stuff here soon. For the community server, someone asked what map we're going to do. We're going to do that 16X Australia map that I live streamed last week. And we're going to just have one farm, because there's really only one farm set up on that map. And we're going to just have everybody contribute to that farm. So it'll be really fun to see how it goes. But it's a 16X map with, I forget, it's, you know, maybe 20 or 30 total fields. So the fields are just ginormous. I mean, we had 3 big, you know, combines going with 50-foot headers or 45-foot headers for a full 2 hours, and got maybe 25% of the smallest field on the map combine. So it was awesome. Zane, I farmed when I was a teenager, so 25 5 years ago now. I worked on a small arable farm in southern Minnesota. We did corn and beans. And then I worked part-time with a buddy of mine on a dairy farm, and then I spent about a year working on a hog farm as well, all in those teenage years. So I've got a little bit of real-world experience. It's a little bit dated, but I have kept up with the farming community. I've got a lot of friends and family and stuff that are still back in that area of the world, so I keep in touch with things for sure. And there we go. I'm trying to figure out why my header's not going up and down. I do have GPS on this tractor, so now that we've taken our headland passes off, we're going to go right back in here, and I'm going to try and get a little bit straighter of a row. I could have set up a GPS track a while ago, I suppose. Boop. Boop. Auto width. There we go. This is where if I did have the sim dashboard set up, it would be a little bit easier to do these things. I don't have to switch screens on my Stream Deck. Oh, the row of shame. I'll come back and pick that up as soon as we get to the end. I've got the GPS track going already. Austin Lovejoy, welcome to the stream. B. Williams, this map is going to be released for all platforms. This is currently in testing on ModHub. It hasn't been released yet. But the mod author is working very hard to make sure that this gets released for all platforms, and I think people are really going to like it. Now, I forgot to... We have a auto drive guy with Lime in it going somewhere here, and so what we're going to do, I think, is I'm going to pick up this row of shame. I know I just set up a GPS course, but I'm going to set off the hired worker on this little patch because there's not that much trouble he can get into, famous last words. And we're going to go get the next load of lime going here. I should have probably just set up an auto drive course for the lime. We'll do that on the other side here, just to make sure that we can get it done. Alright, let's get going. Come on, line it up. And... hired helper go. Oops. Can I click? Okay, just visit will work. I do a courseplay course, but I don't know if courseplay and precision farming would play nice, and it would just take forever. This tractor is so slow. So we'll just keep going on this manually. It's honestly not that much of this field left at this point. I'm going to do the curvy bits again. I'm going to see if I can get all the curvy bits back here on this run, just so that we don't have to keep thinking about them. We've got precision farming here. I'm going to just kind of try and square some of these parts off so that the next run will be much more efficient. It's hard to catch live streams now since you work at Frontier Airlines. Oh yeah, I can imagine. I've got quite a few people. It's, work always takes precedence, and crazy schedules. I'm not always streaming at the most convenient time for people, but I stream at this time because this is the one of the few times that I have available to actually be on a semi-consistent basis. So I can appreciate people's schedules getting in the way. We just jackknifed that trailer completely. All right. Come on, you can do it. The gear shifting on these tractors occasionally gets to be a little bit weird when they're under a lot of load. Like, it's trying to shift to keep the RPMs in a good spot, and it's you can feel it bogging down on the tractor a little bit, which is probably realistic. This thing doesn't actually have that much horsepower, I don't think. Kind of curious now. 375, so it's a big tractor, but it's not, a 9RX. It's not pushing 500-600 horsepower here, so it's only 325. And Austin Lovejoy, this spreader got released over Christmas by OS Farms Mapping and Modding. There's a link floating around here. If Livin posts it one more time, I'll pin it to the chat this time so that we don't have to keep posting it. It's funny as a lot of people have asked about this spreader. I didn't even think twice about it. I just saw it and I was like, oh, I need a big spreader. I'll grab this one. And apparently people like it, so that's cool. Always happy to share the download links. And 45%, we might actually make it this time. All right, let's see here. I pushed the wrong buttons. There it is. All right, Alt-tabbing. Click the pin message button. There we go. We will not lose that link again. We're a little off course now. Yeah, right before the stream, I was resetting up all of my OBS and recording settings. Something got all messed up, and I had to reconfigure just about everything from scratch in like 15 minutes. So it was quite the scramble. Larson Farms has one like this. That would make sense. I haven't watched too many of Larson Farms videos recently. I've been too busy to keep up with my farm YouTubers. I don't think that spot's actually missed. A lot of times the ground texture isn't updated, but the precision farming map is. We've got 5% left and only this little tiny bit here. That's unfortunate, but how the cookie crumbles sometimes. We will have to bring back another load. I mean, we still got the whole other side of the field anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just really frustrating that it would have been nice to finish that. It really would have. Well, we'll get him going now back to reload. Only, yeah, we got to come here, so off he goes, and we are going to jump over and grab the semi and bring this out to the field. Our standard reset the cameras. I love this truck. It's been working really good for us. We used it in last week's live stream as well. It's a slick truck. And it just goes. It's got lots of power. Now, I don't want to park it in this little field because we got to get moved over here to the big field. So I think what we're going to do is just leave it on the road and see if we can go open up the next field portion. And maybe I can unload on the road here before we do that. I think the other driveway is right over this irrigation ditch here. To be in the way, and I hope there's another driveway past this and I'm not making a huge mistake right now. Check our mirrors. Are we past that driveway? Looks like it. All right, we're gonna park it here for now. What trailer are these? These is the Wilson Pace Setter pack on the in-game mod hub. It comes with this set and then a set of Super Bees that you can also get. I got these just because I thought it'd be easier to leave like the pup trailer somewhere else. The other style trailers would have probably been more realistic for this part of Canada. But I had problems getting auto drive to work with them, so these are the ones that we're using right now. Austin, I don't think I have much left to build my farm the way I want it. I think you just need to pick up heads and the Carl Farm new end dump. Yeah, that Carl Farms new end dump trailers are a nice one. I just, I've started shying away from any trailers that have the hydraulic that needs to dump because it's, I don't know, caused too many issues in too many placeables where there's just not enough room to actually dump the trailer that way. All right, let's sneak out here on the road. We'll put our flashers on, even though I know there's no traffic on this particular stretch of road. The single hopper per trailer is nice. Yeah, it just works out so much better with auto drive and stuff. I think it got confused with the multiple hoppers in one trailer. It's nicer when you're trying to haul multiple crops and you only have a little bit to have more hoppers, but it is what it is. Now, I'm gonna try and not run over the fence here. And we're gonna back this thing right up along here and fill this up. There we go. Oh, goodness. Yeah, most people in Saskatchewan run the Super Bs or the hopper bottom for semi-trailers. Yeah, I mean, these are hopper bottoms, right? But the Super Bs is the more iconic ones that I see. If I come in here, this is the style that I wanted to run. But the way that this has like multiple hoppers in here, or multiple different areas to hold grain, and it just caused me too many problems with automation at the time that I was trying to use them, a couple live streams ago. Okay, so this field is actually massive. And because it's massive, we are going to transition to using courseplay. Courseplay, field 6, create job, courseplay field work. Now everybody's telling me if I put the point for the field there, that's where the starting point will be, and that this one doesn't even matter. So let's give that a shot. One tool, 2 headland passes seem like it'd be enough. Don't care. Up, down, direction. Do whatever you want. I don't know. I didn't do lands mode because I don't know why I didn't do lands mode. I probably should have, but we don't really need to. Canola's not an overly, what do you call it, voluminous crop. Are you and Courseplay going to get along tonight, or is it going to be a train wreck? I don't know. We're about to see. I think this is going to take a minute to do the course, though, watching it kind of just hang up here. So we'll see what Courseplay comes up with. This field is crazy looking, though, so who knows? And I don't know, Lucas, if this is coming out soon, but it will be coming out for all platforms when it does. And so we're just kind of waiting around to see how long it's going to take for it to get through testing. Man, I was not expecting this course to take quite this long. It is a curvy field, though. I'm sure Courseplay is trying to figure out what the heck I've asked it to try and harvest here. Lands mode on the squirrely fields would break. Yeah, exactly. All right, Courseplay. Anytime now. I think one of the problems is that the like the Lua scripts that run Courseplay and stuff are still tied to one CPU, and so it still takes courses a while to generate on these bigger, crazier fields. But the plan is to get this harvester out there combining, and then I can go grab the grain cart and unload him and keep the lime spreader moving, because the real goal tonight is get lime on our own fields, in addition to making a little bit of extra money from doing a contract. The extra money is going to go towards buying a new field. I really want to get another field somewhere here for the farm. I want 3 fields going into spring, and that will allow us to plant both peas and lentils, and then probably canola. I'd like to do a canola crop since that's one of the most common crops that you see up in that area from the research that I've done. But Saskatchewan is also one of the world's largest exporters of peas and lentils. So I figured those would be good crops to do as well, especially since they're new on the map here. Alex Reed, welcome to the chat, sir. Appreciate the kind words. Okay, I'm starting to get concerned, Courseplay. If you could just finish making the course, that'd be great. Dan, have a good one. I'm hoping to be around on Thursday, hoping to be streaming on the community server on that Western Australia 16x map again. And yeah, Austin, I can't wait to see how many other modders add the swathing mechanics to their map as well. I think these swathing mechanics are really cool. We did the flax harvest here, obviously, just before this, in the series a few episodes ago, and that was a lot of fun to have some different mechanics like that to play around with. Okay, I've gone from mildly concerned to very concerned. Is this going to finish? I'm going to click out of Farm Sim for a second here, open up my task manager and see what's going on out here. Yep, I've got one CPU that's just pegged here. I'm pretty sure it's trying to build a Courseplay course for me still. We'll give it just another minute here. I know when I did our field up north of the farm, that was pretty crazy. It did take a couple minutes, I think, to create that course, and this field is a little crazier. RJ Myers, patience. I don't know if that's a word in my vocabulary. I'm a instant gratification kind of a person, but well. So will the pickup head work on like Frankenmuth? So I think the pickup head will work on any map that has dropped crops on the ground. I don't think that the pickup head itself is something that is bound to a map. I think it's more about whether or not there's a fill type that it can pick up that's laying on the ground. So BC Bueller mentioned in one of his streams that he was considering releasing how to add the swathing mechanics to other maps. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's not going to be that hard to figure out. So as soon as the map gets released on the mod hub, anybody will be able to come and take a look at the map and figure out how to do it. It's just a matter of whether people want to go put that work into their own map. Now, putting together a tutorial on how to do it, to save people time and make it easy, now that would be cool. I'll have to talk to BC Bueller about that, see if he wants some help with it, because that'd be a cool video and something that I think the Farm Sim community would love to see. Yeah, tech for the disabled. On other maps, the swather currently works as a mower. Oh, hey, it worked. Wow. It used a lot of RAM, 463 megabytes of RAM to generate that course. Cool. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save that Courseplay course. Let me make a new folder for Field 6. And I'm going to say save course as Field 6 main harvester. Boom. Okay, hey, what do you know? The point is right there like it should be. I guess I should listen to the community after all. Thank you guys for helping me figure out how that works. I'm falling behind on chat here. SK, time to build a new computer, I guess. Must not have built a good enough one. I have the fastest processor available to the consumer market right now. So I would rather blame farm sim for having a very unoptimized engine still. Although I can't complain too much. FS22 has been so much better than previous iterations. But yeah, I'm gonna do a video. People have kept asking me. I did upgrade the computer. I tend to try and hold out as long as I can, but I wrecked parts of my old computer, my graphics card specifically, and so I went all out and built a brand new computer. And I had not yet updated like my PC build and link in the description and all that, so I do need to get that going at some point here, because the new build is significantly better. Should have gotten a generator just to run the computer. Yeah, the power requirements of the new setup are insane, that's for sure. First waypoint, go. Really, you had to lift the head for the 10 feet you were away from that? Alright, guy. Alright. Yeah, RJ Myers, it's just like, I can just see the game crashing any minute now, and then I'd be really sad, so... We don't want to sit there for another 5 minutes while this calculates. And honestly, this field didn't look that big until I generated the course. And it's like, look at all of those little lines. Like, that's a lot. This is course play. It's going to take 2.5 hours to combine this. So I guess we won't be finishing this up here. And all course play, why? Course play, course play, course play. Where is your... straw swap? No. Thank you. I don't need that kind of lag either. Thank you, Livin, for that reminder, though. Trio, is it easy being a husband and father? No, well, no. I mean, I enjoy it, but I wouldn't say it's easy. Anytime you are part of a broader family unit, there's always complications and things going on there. But I get to hang out with my 6-year-old every day after school for a couple of hours, me and him, thanks to having a very flexible work environment. And so my workday ends at 3:30 p.m. and I get to hang out with the kid, which is awesome. Will the Brazilian cotton pack be coming to FS22? That's a great question. I have no idea. I have not done a ton of cotton. Yeah, Austin, I'm not sure, but I think the pickup head should work. I know they're trying to get the swathing mechanics included in the release here. So we'll see how it goes. I think that's all supposed to work, though. I haven't heard that they're not going to be able to get the swathing mechanics working. VW Toy Farmer, there's already a Hillside Combine available. Tired Iron Modding released one at the same time that they released Westby. In fact, I used it in my Westby playthrough. So if you go back and watch at least one of the Westby playthroughs I did on FS22, maybe one of the streams, I don't remember, but I was using the Hillside Combine in that. Now, I'm going to get this out here, and then I'm sure that our lime is back up at the field by now, and so we need to keep spreading that lime. If I can succeed in getting the lime spread tonight, I'll feel like we accomplished something. So I'm going to park you here. I am going to swap out that... oh, we're not back up at the farm yet. Interesting. I am going to swap out that grain cart at some point, just because... I don't like the animations on the unload on it. It's a great grain cart, but the animation bothers me a little bit. But we won't do that today because I forgot to install the mod. Joe Mama, I do play with precision farming. In fact, I don't think I could probably play base game FS22 anymore just because... Well, the biggest thing is I hate how the weeds work in base game, where the entire field gets covered with weeds automatically. I prefer when they come in kind of spotty and look a little bit more natural. but I also prefer the fertilizer mechanics. I like how you're applying nitrogen and stuff with precision farming, and I like the built-in ability to have the sprayer section control type functionality built in, so I can only spray where I need to, as opposed to wasting product on the entire swath. Those kind of mechanics are something that I really enjoy, and so for the most part, when I find the time at least, I will edit any sprayer that I'm using to have sections so that you can get that kind of functionality too. King Randy, that is a big old spreader. It has been working out really nice for us. This Versatile is just strong enough to pull it, although I think if I had a bigger tractor that could go faster, that this thing will actually spread at a little bit faster speed, but I'm not sure. And I don't think there's another entrance. Oh, wait. Stop. I don't think I spread. I don't think I finished spreading in the far side of this field. My bad. Yeah, we need a 9RX on here, I agree. We're a little under horsepowered right now. What modder made the spreader? This was made by OS Farms Mapping and Modding. The link is actually the one that is pinned in the chat there. So if you look at the pinned post at the top of chat, that is the download link for all of OS Farms Mapping and Modding's released mods. Scooter's Workbench. Am I new to YouTube? Exactly. Happy New Year, man. Good to see ya. We've been trying to get back into things. I've actually managed to post videos most days of the week and stream a couple weeks in a row now, so I'm excited. Choo choo. Oh, did I actually finish back here? Oh, I did come back here and finish. My bad. Oh well. Well, I guess we're here. We'll drive through the yard now to get to the other field. I'm getting forgetful in my old age. I'm kind of curious how full that other combine is too. Or the other combine, our only other combine. But I'm not curious enough to tab over there. I just want to make sure he keeps going, because 2.5 hours on that contract is... that's a minute. AI Philip is blocked by an object. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess we know now. I'm going to set this guy up on auto drive. I'm going to flip this to field 1 south. So I have the course loading. I'm going to turn on the course play mode. And then I'm going to come over here. And we're going to set up a course play course for this guy. So he should be able to handle this whole thing all by himself is my goal. So create job, course play field work. Put it there. Generate course. One tool, one headland pass because we're ridiculously wide. Do the headlands. Don't care about anything else. Generate. Perfect. Close. First waypoint. Start. Now he should be able to spread and go fill and do everything all by himself. I shouldn't need to be involved. I'm just going to make sure he gets started first. Monette Farms looks pretty sick. I haven't looked at that one yet. I'm curious. That might be a great map. Zane, appreciate you stopping by. Have fun. The video will be on YouTube's in the morning for you, so if you want to catch up on what you missed out, you can definitely do that. All right, this guy is good to go. Let's go tab around until we... oh! Hey, look at that. All right, I'm going to screenshot that. That's a tree in the field. Let me actually, hang on. I do like to attempt to at least let the modders know when I find random stuff like this. I'm sure they'll be interested to see that there's one tree that made its way out into the field space. That's all right. And then if I start you right back off, should be no problem. Hey, South mounting, right in time. There's a tree that gets caught in field 6. That one tree there might be nice to remove. I took a screenshot I can send you after the stream. Was a minor annoyance, not a big deal. Is the crash counter on? It doesn't count if Courseplay does it. It wasn't my fault. The crash counter is on though. I actually got a new plugin for my crash counter. And so it works a lot better than it used to. Tech, have a good one. Appreciate you swinging by and hanging out tonight. We've been having a blast on this map. Running some contracts tonight. Getting some money. Alright, I'm going to let him go. I'm going to tab back over. I'm just really curious. Oh yeah, he's doing it. Look at that. Alright, we're good to go. Where's my grain cart? We gotta play the game of find the combine in the back of the field with one of the slowest tractors known to man. I could use an unload combine Courseplay course for this, but then I'd have to bring the truck in here, and we haven't finished opening it up, and we're just gonna drive over there. It'll be fine. We've got Courseplay going on 2 different spots. It's good. What could go wrong? Did I fix the... Oh, I didn't fix this one. Oh, 65. There we go. Close some windows. This tractor actually zips along pretty good, I'll say. I gotta get real dashboard on here or something to get my dash gauge to read miles per hour. I think Perma's has that working in real dashboard. It converts some other things to miles per hour that Unit Convert didn't do out of the box. Oh yeah, Superfly, that's a good point. We're doing a contract here for a canola harvest, and it won't let me use the swather on for the canola harvest. It gave me the you do not have access to this land, and so I suspected that might just be a issue with how it's a harvest contract, not a baling contract or something along those lines. So that's why we're combining on this field rather than swathing the canola. Might be something to play around with. I didn't get a chance to do a lot of testing. We just kind of moved on when I couldn't swath over here. Swathing worked fine though on our owned fields. It was just the contract that I couldn't do it. BC Bueller Farms, how you doing, man? Good to see ya. We're playing Chase the Combine here. I could have just waited for it. It's probably going to make the whole headland pass before I get up there. I thought it was going to get full, though. Stranded Canson. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so I posted on Facebook. I try not to spam my farming channel too much with non-farm sim related stuff, but I do have a Kettert Builds channel, and we have been starting off playing Icarus over there. So if you're into other games, especially survival and building type games, I'm going to be playing more games over there, trying to put a couple videos out a week. It's one of those, if I can get my 5 farm sim videos done in a week, we might spend a little bit of time playing another game over on the other channel. So we've been having some fun with that. We're up to 200 subscribers over there already, so that's been cool. Probably since it isn't expecting a mower on the field. Yeah, that's what I was expecting is, you know, it thinks it's a harvest contract, so unless it's a harvester head, it's not going to work. We got here just in time, though. He was cutting in as we were coming around the corner, so I think we're mostly successful. And this combine unloads at a reasonable rate, so we're going to be unloaded and back to the races here in no time. I am curious, though. I'm going to bring the big map up. The lime spreader is still going out in the field there. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna work out. Bruce, welcome to the stream. Always good to see you, sir. Hopefully you are well. This guy really leans for that handle. I feel like he's gonna have a sore back by the time he's done running grain cart out here. Kedrick Vlogs channel. I don't feel like I have enough content to vlog on a regular basis. Besides, I don't have that interesting of a life. I feel like if you don't have something where you're gonna post at least once a week, maybe twice a week on a channel, it probably doesn't make sense. At least from a YouTube algorithm perspective. Oh wow, we've got that whole section of this field over there to go around too. I'm just now noticing how massive Field 6 is. I love it. Absolutely love it. Alright, we're going to shut this guy down here for a second. My playthrough on Icarus almost made you buy it. It's actually a really frustrating game. I put a video out today. I was just standing in my base trying to do something, and lightning struck me and caught my base on fire, and I burned to death. It was awesome. Alright, we are almost out of lime. I'm just like anxiously waiting to see if this guy's gonna go load up. I don't want him to load all the way up though. Like, we don't need that much lime to finish this field, I feel like. Man. But I don't want to get too involved because it's gonna take a while. Is Field 6 the biggest field? Oh, well, we probably shouldn't have done that. The Kedrick cooking channel? I do cook most of our dinners now, so my wife and I kind of traded roles a little bit, and she's working the 9-to-5 job, and I've got the super flexible schedule now, so I think it irks her maybe just a little bit, but I've been learning to cook better, so we're finally moving past the college dorm room level of cooking and getting into some more balanced meals. Made a awesome salad tonight to go along with our some kind of a baked pasta thing I did, but we're working on it. I got into meat smoking recently, so I've got a nice pellet grill, and I've been smoking lots of meats and stuff, which is super tasty, super tasty. Hey, Dan Stafford, always good to see you, man. I have not chosen the map yet. I've got a few promising leads, but I'm still looking for options. So if anybody has a great option for Farmville replacement, let me know. I think Green Valley, Nebraska is my current leading candidate because it would be nice to grow into some larger modern equipment is my kind of gut feeling on that farm. But I'm still looking for options. And then we've got some cool things coming on the staff roleplay series. I'm not going to spoil it, but the next episode is going to be kind of different. A lot of fun had. I'm editing that one now, and so that'll come out on Saturday or Sunday this weekend. And then we're going to be moving to something new with that series here as well. And we've already got a map picked out for that. And so you'll be seeing a little bit different style farming than what I've got going on the channel right now for that as well. So should be fun. Hey, from Minnesota. Good to see you, Case IH7110. Oh, RJ Myers, you love having a smoker now? Yeah, I've been making some really good pulled pork. I've did some, I don't know, all kinds of different things. I'm looking forward to. I haven't done a real formal brisket yet, so that's the next thing we're gonna do. I did prime ribs. I've done a couple different kinds of ribs, which was great. I did fish for my wife. I also have a pizza oven thing that I put in there, which worked pretty good. And so it's been fun. Andrew Lombard, have a good one. Thanks for coming out. Levin, you guys had burgers for supper. Homemade patties and buns. Oh, nice. Yeah, the local meat, that's the way to go. I've gotten most of my meats at Costco. Costco has some really good cuts of meat, but then I smoke enough meat to feed our little family of 4 for weeks on end, so that's been good. Have I checked out Wanawalk, Wisconsin? Played it some and feel it's a pretty good map. I haven't even heard of it. Yeah, BC Bueller, I know. I need a tender for the lime. We're poor. I didn't have a lot of money. We're leasing this lime spreader. I need to get the co-op set up. I should convert this over to a multiplayer save so that I can have the co-op buy a lime or a tender to haul stuff for me. I did jalapeno poppers that are like jalapenos stuffed with cheese and chorizo and wrapped in bacon. Oh, those were amazing. I absolutely love those on the smoker. Yeah, I'm gonna alt tab while this guy's, well, I don't need to watch this guy. He can do his thing. We're gonna watch this guy. I'm gonna alt tab and write that map down. Notepad. Wanawalk, Wisconsin. Farm sim map. All right, that one's on the to check out list now. Appreciate it, sir. R.D. Allen did a series on Frankenmuth, Michigan. Yeah, Frankenmuth was a map I was looking at. I'll be honest, I can't get around the square fields. Like, I'm a curvy field kind of a guy, which, I mean, you know, you don't get much better than this for curvy field maps, right? So I'm loving this. I can't wait. I'm going to get the steering wheel hooked up this week. And some of these fields are going to be so much fun doing manually even. I had debated adding a spreader that the co-op would own, like the equipment on Silver Run for us. Yeah, so that would be cool. Because honestly, most farmers I know don't actually own their dry spreaders. They just lease one from the co-op. So it'd be cool to have a couple of pieces of equipment like that for sure. Yeah, R.D. Allen lives out kind of in the western part of the state. It's funny, there's a ton of farm sim people in Michigan that I've not necessarily met, but know they're out here. Like Carl Farms is here. Thundar Modding's in Michigan. Perma's Modding is in Michigan. I feel like was it MB Farms? I don't remember. A couple other modders are right here in the area, so definitely need to start meeting up with them. All right, why am I watching this guy? He's doing his thing. This guy is not my thing. All right, here we go. I forgot we've got a job. We got to keep this guy going. I have to say, this particular tractor, I don't know why, I just love being in cab. It's a sweet tractor. It's got some good sounds. Oh man, we gotta go way around on this field. We'll get there. We'll get there, folks. I'm behind on my water quota. It's 10:30 and I'm only halfway done. I gotta get one of those little drink water stream reminders that'll pop up every 5 minutes or something and remind me to take a sip of water. All the farmers around here use co-op for lime spreading and a lot for spraying as well. Yeah, spraying's another big one that I would do with like a big sprayer from the co-op probably. I think we've got that Best Way sprayer on this save because our fields aren't that big and that'll be fine at least for the first year, but we may lease out our spraying and get a nice big sprayer as we grow this farm. Because spraying is, behind lime spreading, spraying is my second least favorite activity unless I'm using a giant sprayer. And one that has the precision farming wire-ups. Oh, the deer's gonna get run over. Can I catch up with the combine is the question. I don't even see it. Where'd it go? It's gonna jump out from around one of these corners on me soon. Oh, there he is, way up in the corner. Is that sweater from the in-game or Is it modded version of the splitter in the game mod hub? I'm not sure what you're asking, Lucas. I think you're getting auto-corrected there. BC Bueller, in the area of Edgewater and where I am, we don't use lime. Yeah, that's, we were talking about that earlier. Usually you're gonna mix you're gonna use like potash or something, or potash, I guess, depends on how you refer to it, but, that's, unfortunately not a mechanic that FarmSim has. So we're using lime to keep our precision farming thing happy. A lot of the farmers in like southern Minnesota and stuff where I was at have also switched to that. I didn't do a lot with lime when we were farming even. Oh my gosh. My bad. Sorry. 22 miles an hour always seems a lot faster when you're in cab view. Yeah, that's the other thing is I think I'm tricking myself into it's faster. What's the button? Oh, no, that's not the button I'm looking for. I don't know what that mod was. Oh, I'm full. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Zippity doo-dah, let's go. My moderators are playing around with the mod functionality. Yeah, you can't put a mod in timeout. Yeah, I didn't see. Is my crash counter actually showing up on the screen here? Oh, it is. There it is. Yeah, I moved it down below my guy. I used to have it like across the middle of the screen. I don't know if I like the one down there. The intent was actually to leave it on all the time, but I think I forgot to do that. Let me see. I think I can actually just do this, and then it just stays and hangs out down there. We'll do that. All right. This is going to be really inconvenient. I wish there was another driveway on this field on the other corner so that I could come and unload on the road easier. That's all right. This ditch is not that steep. Oh, yeah. Let's see if I can do this in cab today, huh? Although I need to put it in the back hopper. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so this is... Whoa, this thing doesn't have good brakes when you've got a full trailer behind you. So, a little close. So the animation on this grain cart is a little wonky in that it, like, curves back in on itself instead of going, like, kind of straight out-ish or straight down. And so we might swap this grain cart out in a future episode here, just because it does annoy me slightly, and it comes through the side of the trailer. I'm a really picky YouTuber, though, so we'll look around, see if I can find something else that fits my style. It would be cool if you could run lime through the air seeder. Yeah. Oh, we're already 30% complete. Nice. If I pop up the map, our auto drive guy's almost back to the farm. He did buy a full load of lime. Well, I guess we'll have some lime for whatever field we buy next. That's what we'll hang on to it for. Some farmers using this grain cart. Yeah, it's a cool grain cart. I love the older stuff. I thought it fit well with my, kind of older style equipment on this map. But it's the little things like the animations like that I don't know, it just irks me, so I'll find a different mod. It's alright. Or maybe I'll fix it. Yeah, we'll see. The animation stuff like that, where you have like fill planes and animations and stuff, that stuff's actually a little bit harder. So a lot of times I think you have to go into Blender to fix some of that stuff, so. That's the way it is. As you said with map tours, the same principle applies to mod. It's all in the details. Yeah, it's just the little things. Like, it's a great mod. It looks nice. They did a good job, but That one little detail just ruins it for me sometimes. I don't know. To each their own. Oh, I got alt tabs. There should be a bending parameter on the pipe effect in XML. Yeah, that's what I need to look at. And that's, I've gotten so out of date with our modding, my FS22 modding skills. I feel like in 19 I was going in and editing a lot more mods, and I've just gotten out of practice a bit here. It happens. There's so many people in the modding scene now. Like, I feel like we lost a few great modders in the conversion from 19 to 22. But at the same time, I feel like we've picked up so many more people in the modding scene that I hadn't seen much in 19. And, you know, some of that is just me being around in the community a bit more, maybe. But it's been great to see so many new modders popping up. And some of the best maps that have come out or are coming out are by people who, you know, they're doing their first map in FS22, and, you know, the maps are looking amazing. Kind of like that, is it called the Oaks? Something like that, that new UK 4X map I saw FSG do a video on. Looks like a great map. I mean, I don't do a lot of UK maps, but for somebody's first map, it looks great. Might be in the XML, BC Bueller. Haven't looked at the cart specifically. Yeah. It's a pain to try and unload on the curves here. I'm going to wait till he straightens out here and try and get the last of what's in there. I think he's almost empty. Oh yeah, we're empty now. Alright, I'll get out of the way. We'll park this here, and I need to go check on that lime spreading. Oh, looks like we're almost there. Yeah, Trio, I hadn't seen that, but always sad when somebody passes on. All right. Speaking of Clutch, I need to reach back out to him. I'm actually going to be up in his neck of the woods this summer. I might try and meet up with Clutch this summer when I'm up there. That would be a fun one. I've talked to him quite a bit over the years doing YouTube and Farm Sim, but it's always fun to get to meet people in real life. In fact, Clutch is actually the individual I reached out to get me in contact with Grant Hilbert when I was doing my farm tours a year and a half ago. And he's the one that, you know, he kind of got me and Grant talking to each other, and as a result, I'm working on video games with Grant now, so I should definitely talk to Clutch since I'm going to be out there. BC Bueller, I'm going to be flying out to Vancouver for a few days, and then we're going to be, I think we're taking a cruise up to Alaska and then spending a little bit of time in Alaska. Okay, this guy is backing up incredibly slowly. I guess we could just turn this off. I don't know why I'm sitting here watching Courseplay struggle. It doesn't need to be a struggle. I don't need this. I don't need that. We're just gonna go. We're on the last pass here anyway. Hey Logan, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's funny, when I started streaming a while back, you know, a year more, 2 years ago now, you know, I used to just do the videos, and then when I started streaming, part of the reason why I picked Tuesday night was my own schedule, but part of the reason was nobody else streamed on Tuesday nights, so it was always a good night to stream, and now I feel like it's a pretty popular night again. And we have 82% of lime left over. We are going to hang on to this spreader. I'm going to park it up on the farm, and we are going to try and buy a new field with all the money I'm making on this contract, hopefully making on this contract, although I feel like all the money we sank into the lime is going to get zeroed out by, or our profits from the contract are going to get zeroed out by all the money we spent to do the lime spreading, but this was a necessary evil, getting new fields situated. So we'll just park him here. And we'll get this guy going. And are we going to do tillage? We are going to do tillage because I want to try out BC Bueller's new Landall that I think it does mulching and a disc. And so the plan is to try that out. We're not going to do that tonight, though. I'm going to save the tillage and trying out that new piece of equipment for a normal episode. So what is today? Today's Tuesday night, so that'll probably be Thursday's video at this rate. And so I'm looking forward to that because we'll get the mulching benefit, and I don't know realistically what tillage I would do on flax ground before I put another crop into it. We still haven't gotten that far in our research, but we're getting there. But we're going to get over here to the combine. It's probably getting close to be readied up here. And Logan, I appreciate that there's a lot of other people going live on YouTube and such, but this is probably not the place to advertise there. I'm on good terms with all of the other farm sim YouTubers, but we're streaming for a little bit here still. Appreciate it there, sir. And yeah, that Landall's exciting. Especially for me, it's been exciting because we're working on Landall equipment in American farming. So it's been fun working with a brand and actually getting to see like their equipment, you know, and we're, you know, working directly with the brand for American farming. And so it's been a lot of fun. Actually, it's just been a lot of fun working with all these different manufacturers, but Landall's one of those pieces of equipment that I see a lot of in different areas, and so it's extra fun when you get to work with a manufacturer when you've used their equipment in the field in the past and you see it, you know, all the time where you're at. So that's been cool. And it's cool to see so much of the Landall stuff come into FarmSim as well. I think FarmSim also just got licensing with Landall recently with, I think Custom Modding helped bring that along with their trailer. So I think we're going to see a lot more Landall mods coming to the Mod Hub at some point here now that it's an officially licensed brand for FarmSim. And once again, we're on the curviest part of this field. I'm just trying to make sure we get this combine empty. It looks like he's empty, but now I'm so close to full that I wanted to just top off our grain cart here, but maybe I'll get out of the way for a minute and we'll catch him up around the curve here. Let's see. If the straw is baled, likely wouldn't need much for tillage, usually just a pass with the harrow if anything. If flax wasn't baled, usually you'd need to harrow it up into rows and burn it. Oh, that's good to know. I know for seeding flax, I think that what I was reading is they didn't really want you to do any tillage, especially spring tillage. If you did tillage, it should be in the fall because they want a firm seed bed. I know a lot of the crops that are getting planted up are typically just direct drilled in. I'd imagine like wheat and stuff would just get drilled into whatever ground's there, at least winter wheat. What about peas and lentils? Would you do some tillage before you tried to seed either peas or lentils? I want that 1%. I want it. I don't know why I'm being such a completionist. In real life, it would be like, yeah, it looks full, let's go. Not trying to fill it to the brim every time. It's the video game mentality. Lucas, the lime spreader is the pinned chat message here in chat, so if you just look at that pinned post, there's a link to the lime spreader. Direct drill lentils, yeah, Ben. That's what I've kind of heard, but I wasn't sure. I do probably need to just bring this semi in now that we've got 2 headland passes done. I think I'm going to do that to make unloading easier. Man, this thing has no brakes. At least that's what your parents do if it wasn't baled. The straw is so fibrous, it just bunches up terribly. Yeah. Luke Gill, how you doing? Good to see you, sir. Oh, this is a mistake. Alright, let's see if we can spin around, because there ain't a whole lot of other places to go here with this thing. Oh! Crash counter +1. Oh, and I made it go away by accident. That's alright, I know how to fix that. Doing good, Luke. We are running some contracts here on Edgewater, Saskatchewan. Getting some extra money here to cover the costs that it's taking us to lime all of our fields here with precision farming. And yeah, this is why I can't have nice things. We're putting some dents in this truck already. I don't think I've got enough room to actually turn around with this big rig on 2 headland passes, though. Oh, we're doing it. There we go. I don't want to get too close to the entrance because I got to swing wide to get back out of here. That should work. Hey, Epic, how you doing? I'm wondering how much more we're going to need to fill this semi, actually, too. I guess I haven't paid much attention to how much capacity our semi holds. We're at 50% with 800 acres, or 800 bushels, so we got another... wait, what did I say? We're at 50%? Yeah, so we got another 800 bushels to go. So at least one more grain cart full here, and we'll get her done. King Randy, it's getting late. Gonna head out. Appreciate you swinging by and hanging out tonight, as always, sir. Have a wonderful evening. We need that spreader on console, nothing big. I believe Under Earth is a licensed brand with Farm Sim, so it's technically possible that it could come to the in-game mod hub. I just don't think that particular mod will. And we'll get this in the back hopper, but we're still going to need some more. That's a really nice looking truck. It is a nice looking truck. This is the W990 from Northwest Mods and Edits. And he actually sent me over a custom version with my logo on it, which saves me the time of having to do it. So I'm loving his truck mods. I also use his Ford pickup truck on a regular basis as well. And he's got a patch for this coming. Right now it slides ever so slightly sometimes, depending on what trailers are hooked up to it. And I think he worked out the issue, and there's a patch coming for that behavior soon. Most crops are just direct drilled or maybe harrowed just to spread and break up the straw. Some guys do tillage depending on soil types, but the heaviest tool would be a high-speed disc or a chisel plow. Good to know. Custom modding is bringing a spreader like that to consoles. That doesn't surprise me. I want to top off this semi, so I'm trying to figure out where a good place to get into position is going to be to unload it here. I don't think it's got enough in there, so I'm just going to stay here. I think here's going to be out of the way enough. I'm just going to go double check one more time. I see what this Yeah, we're at almost 80%, so I need a couple hundred bushel. Let's follow along here, and we can see when we get to a couple hundred bushel. Now, back on the farm, I think we've got all the stuff done we need on our main farm. We are going to do tillage on that this year just because I want to try out this VT for sure. That's going to be fun, and that'll be the Thursday episode, I think, and then we'll see where that goes. I'm having fun though. It was actually kind of a last-minute decision on my part this afternoon from a live stream perspective to jump in here and play around on this map. I typically don't mix live streams and into my Let's Play series, but I think that we're going to do that from time to time on this map because there's so many fun things to do, contracts to be had, get around on different parts of the map, and I can do that without really interrupting the flow of the series content. So expect to see more of these popping in from time to time, and then I'm also going to try and do more multiplayer live streams either on the community server or on the with the channel members. And so the plan is to launch a new community server that's open to the public or open to anybody on the Discord server this week, hopefully on Thursday. And if things work out, I might even stream again on Thursday night on the community server. It's going to be Western Australia 16X. Adric, how you doing? Good to see you. We're doing well here. I've been having a blast on this map. I'm loving these curvy fields. When I was picking my equipment for this map, I didn't register how big these fields would really seem. You know, I figured, oh, it's a standard size map, so I don't want to get any equipment that's too big. But this is a decent size field, so we may be upgrading our equipment sooner than later if we start making some good money. I know that the flax harvest we did on our own fields made some really good money, and I didn't even have those fields fully prepped with fertilizer and everything else, so that'll be fun. BC Bueller is going to do a video info tutorial series for Edgewater. Your interest gave me an idea for a little video on real farming practices in the area. That's cool. That would actually be really nice to see just how it's really farmed in the area. That would be fun for me, for sure. And yeah, it plays a lot bigger than most 1X maps. That I'm enjoying a lot. I mean, we've got a pretty wide header here for an older school tractor. Or a combine. We're running a 35-foot header, so we're not too small. Benny, this is a standard size map that should be available on the in-game mod hub, quote-unquote, soon. It's in testing. BC Bueller in the chat here and South Sask Modding are working hard to get this available for all platforms. Man, our combine's starting to get a little dirty. It's being used. Oh, man. Oh, we're past our typical 11 p.m. here. Well, I want to get this load brought up. I'm curious to see how much grain portion of the contract we got done here. And so we're going to keep going until we get to the, I think it's about 200 bushel we need to top off this semi. I want a full load when we head back on over to the delivery point here. Oh yeah, living you're in the future there. I always forget. Still in the North America, technically, but living in the future. BC Bueller Farms, since you're in here, will the pickup heads work on console? Oh yeah, well that was something we talked about. I'm curious as well. Turns out you've been watching you the past week but haven't been subscribed. You know, it's funny, that happens more often than people probably think. Oh, we kissed the side of that semi. I do a terrible job of self-promotion too, so the whole, you know, you should like and subscribe. Yeah, I don't know, it always feels awkward asking for that, but since you brought it up, if you're not subscribed to the channel and you've been having fun hanging out tonight, hit that subscribe button. And as always, dropping a like on any of my videos or streams helps me out a lot. Dropping a comment on videos also helps me out a lot. So if you're enjoying the video and got 10 seconds to drop a little bit of a comment, feel free. We just kind of took out that whole fence there. I guess that was technically my fault. And yeah, Garrett, I've been watching videos and stuff trying to get up to speed on how they farm in Saskatchewan, but being able to get it straight from the source from somebody that lives there is going to be cool. Brian, we can't swath because we're doing a contract, and the swathing mechanic doesn't seem to play nice with the contract system. So we're stuck doing it the old-fashioned way, which is okay. Gave me a chance to make sure that I had the right header and stuff that was going to work with this combine, because I needed to use this. I think when I do my peas and my lentils, we're going to be using a normal header here. Peter, thank you for the kind words, sir. It's always appreciated. Billy, you love this map. I'm loving this map too. It's funny is this map, well, it didn't come out. BC Bueller reached out to me about getting early access to this map at the perfect time, because I'd been searching for a map that was my style of gameplay, and I was about to start literally that night on a different map when BC Bueller reached out to me. So I'm so glad he did, because this map has been absolutely amazing. And so we're going to be going strong on this for sure. I love when I find a map that I'm just excited to get into and start playing. So much so that it superseded my other planned content, where, you know, I had other videos lined up that I was supposed to release, and instead I just kept playing on Edgewater because it's been so much fun. Hey, Nicholas, how you doing? Did I fill this? Oh, I just got out of whack here. Map looks like it's going to be a fun one. Absolutely. I think we were right at 200 bushel in the cart, so I'm not sure we're going to top it off or not right now. Pennell Farms, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, I so didn't top this off. 92%. Oh, we're not even close to being full. Well, I mean, we're close, but wow, why am I running so fast? There we go. Well, drat. I was hoping that was going to be the end of it and we could go haul that up to the elevator, but that's a long haul to take a not quite fully... Oh my gosh. Semi. I was nowhere near it. It never happened. We're going to get into double digits here soon. We're going to see if my script for the crash counter can handle multiple digits. We're going too fast because I pushed the wrong buttons. There we go, 45 bushel. If that doesn't top it off, I don't know what will. Yeah, Epic, actually, I did hear about MRG's dog. He's been working with had been working with the American farming team for some time, so I talk to him on a regular basis. Unfortunate as always. Really? We didn't top it off still? Alright, we're gonna call it. I'm gonna just drive it up as is. Otherwise we'll be sitting here going back and forth over 5 bushels. Ryan Carl, you're making your own map? Nice. I am always excited when I hear people are working on getting into farm sim mapping, especially. Not to say that, you know, the general mods and stuff aren't also cool, but I feel like FS22 is almost the opposite of 19 in some ways. I feel like in 19 I had a bunch of cool maps, but I felt like I didn't have the equipment that I wanted. Where now I've got lots of cool equipment, but I want more maps. Yeah, Livin, I've been watching, Livin's been working on trying to make a map and having lots of adventures trying to figure things out. Pennell Farms, the creators of the Edgewater Saskatchewan map, are South Sask Modding and BC Bueller. I know at least BC Bueller is still in chat. South Sask Modding was in here earlier. And their links are in the description of the video to their social media, I'm almost positive. I have them in the videos at least, but their links to their social media pages should be in the description of the live stream as well. I went the wrong way, didn't I? I did. Yes, I did. Okay, that's okay. We'll turn around. When is the next time I'm going to be on Middleburg? Great question. Soon-ish? It's in the schedule. Middleburg will be making a return to the channel in some capacity at some point in the future. Historical modeler, what happened to the Westby series? Huge fan of old-timer playstyle. Westby... So the Westby series I was having fun on, but I was playing an early access version of the game, and there were a bunch of big changes that needed to be made to fix things with the map that would have required a new save. And I got discouraged and didn't put the work in to try and figure out how to make those without the new save. And as a result, that series kind of died off earlier than I probably would have liked. But then we ended up running a Westby multiplayer server, so I ended up putting some time into Westby on the multiplayer server with the channel members, and then never got around to going back to it from a video perspective. But we may have some older farming style content coming back to the channel here soon. I mean, I would say this is, you know, not super old, but we're using a lot of older equipment here. But I'm gonna go all the way back to, you know, really small stuff with gravity wagons and, you know, just go a lot more old school in a upcoming project that I have. We're probably a couple weeks out from that though, but it's gonna be a lot of fun, so stay tuned for that. I'm taking out all kinds of stuff. I did take out that sign. I guess I should do that. Snowman, I did see FSG is working on a map. I thought that was funny because that guy is busy. I know he just started his own business in the last several months, and you know, he's just cranking on content and other things, but he's trying to get into a little bit of map making as well, which is awesome. That's something that I've always wanted to do, was make a map of the farm that I worked on when I was a teenager. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do my own map, but I have not had the time to develop that skill set, so maybe one day that dream will become a reality. Mr. Junt, how you doing, sir? Always good to see ya. Long time no chat. Hopefully you and the family are doing well. We are over here on Edgewater Sask making a mess of things, but hopefully we can figure out where to dump this canola here. This is my first time back here. I'm gonna jump back in cab for this. I always find it a little bit easier to move around in crowded areas here when we're in cab. Alright, I think it's this one right here. Driver could not find a refuel station. Oh my goodness, we're out of fuel? That's a problem. Alright, let's see it here. We don't want to put any more scratches on this truck than we already have. Moving to Greenville, South Carolina in 3 weeks. Oh, that's a big move. South Carolina looks awesome. I got a few buddies that have moved down into that area, and they just love the weather down there, so hopefully it's a good move, something that was planned, and you guys are excited for it. Just south of Asheville, about an hour. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a nice area. Uh-oh, the squad. Hell of a lime spreading tractor. There you go. We got that versatile got put to work there. Getting transferred for work, John? Nice. Alright, let's see. I think I can just come right back out this way. You know what? I forgot again. I should have created an auto drive course as long as we were coming back here. Oh, well. You know, honestly, I don't mind. I love getting to drive this this truck around. I'm more of a Peterbilt guy normally, but I have to say Northwest Mods and Edits did an awesome job on this truck, so I'm not minding getting to drive it around in the least bit. We'll take this other path through town just for something different. Gosh, I love all the little construction stuff going on here. It makes it so much more interesting to drive around in the different spots. You never know when you're gonna bump into something. Oh, already sold the house. Very nice. Oh no. Oh, oof, that was close. We're a little in the ditch with the trailer, but this truck has the power to pull us up this hill. How much did my PC cost, Pedal? Way too much. So I did just literally, in the last, 30 days, build a brand new PC because my video card in my old PC was dying, and it was one of those, if I have to upgrade the video card, that means I need a new motherboard and all this other stuff for it to run. And so I spent a ton of money, but I did manage to get my hands on a 4090, and that has been an amazing video card for me so far as a content creator especially. I am planning to do a little bit of an office tour type video in the next week or two. I'm waiting on a handful of cables and some other things to finish it up. And when I do that, I'll also post all of my PC specs, and I'll provide links to everything that I'm using. Although I always say that with kind of a caveat because, you know, just because that's the PC that I ended up using, definitely not what you need to play Farm Sim. I'm way over the top, and a big part of that is because what I do for a living outside of YouTube is software development, and I need a pretty beefy computer to do stuff, especially for doing video game development. Oh, you got one of those Apex PCs. It caught on fire. Oh, jumped. Hear that, Grant? These Apex PCs. I don't know who would promote those. Gotta harass them a little bit. Now, why is my combine stopped over here? Good question, Combine. Why are you not driving? Well, drat. I was kind of hoping to come back to a full... Oh, he ran out of gas. That's right. Well, who's got time for that? I need to add the fuel tank onto the Ford here to fill him up. Maybe we'll do that real quick. I don't think we've got fuel on the farm yet. I gotta sneak under here. Glad that auger doesn't have collisions. I'm totally not rubbing on the fence. It's fine. So is it out of fuel, or just... Yeah, it's pretty much out of fuel. Well, that's cool. All right. This thing has an awesome customization set of options on it. I got to talk to Northwest Mods and Edits. He needs to start liking Chevys for me. I would love to see him do a Chevy truck. That would be amazing. I know he's a busy guy, though. Where's my... This isn't right. Where's my bed? There we go. Now I need this. All right. Customize. Yes. Farm Sim is weird sometimes. FSG is an Apex PC partner now? Interesting. I haven't seen him promoting them yet, but I'll have to ask him about that. I'm kind of curious. Now, where's my fuel tank? I know I've got a fuel tank on the farm here somewhere. At least I'm pretty sure I did. Let me look. I guess I could look at the map, but this is way more fun. Oh no. Stupid thing. I gotta figure out why Easy Dev Tools is doing this to me, or whatever it is doing it to me. Alright, well, we're checking this way. Loading station? I think it's a loading station. Oh, there is no fuel point there. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's a... There's a fuel point. Huh, I don't have a fuel point. Okay. Well, we'll have to place one of those down at some point. I have a mod in mind for that. But we're going to run into town and get some fuel real quick and fill this thing up before we forget about it. Just noticed it in today's video. Interesting. I'll have to talk to him about that. I'm curious how that works out for him. Oh, the pickup looks sweet. Yes. So this is a this Ford was done by Northwest Mods and Edits, the same gentleman who did the semi that I'm driving, and it is an awesome machine. It is released on his Facebook group, so if you join the Facebook group, you can get access to this and actually several other mods. I've got a flatbed trailer that has some different tanks and stuff you can put on it as well that was released by him. So he's got a lot of cool stuff over on his Facebook group, and a great group of people to hang out with there too. Good morning from South Africa. Oh, very nice. Oh my gosh. I was going a little fast down that hill and then I jammed the brakes. Where's my... Alright, one of these is a fuel point. Which one is it? The other one. Okay. These guys are worried about my driving skills. They're just gonna stop and hang out there. Crash counter +1. Oh yes, thank you. We need an accurate tally at the end of the stream here. Alright, that's gotta be the gas station at the gas station, right? Let's see if we can do this without crashing into anything. Nope. Didn't happen. Hey, the crash counter formats correctly for double digits though. I guess that's a plus. Okay, I filled up my fuel tank. How do I fill up the other one? There's a way to do this, and I just don't remember how to fill the fuel up in the tank itself. I think I have to go like the other way maybe? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. There was a specific way you had to do this, and I never paid attention until I need to do it, and then I can't do it. Okay. What's that? I'm trying to find the right... Passenger side is the fuel side, so I have to be in with just the zone on the right side. I'm trying to see where the fuel zone is. There it is. It's a big zone. Something like that? No. Back near the rear of the truck. Like, I feel like getting the refill for the car, I'm not getting the one for the tank. There we go. Woot. Thank you, Mr. Junt. It's normally not a problem for me when I'm at a normal fuel refill point on the farm, because you just, you know, if you don't fill up on the one side, you just go to the other side, and it's not a big deal. But when I go to a gas station where I'm in the whole zone, farm sim triggers get a little weird sometimes. I am not using a wheel and pedals today, Billy. I do have them. However, we've been moving my office around, and I've got the wheel and pedals are all over there, hooked up to a whole new setup, and I'm waiting on the cables, which are coming tomorrow, to be able to run from my PC over to that other setup so that I can still use the good gaming PC and do all the fun stuff. Brian Carl, how do I get hitboxes to show up? That is a feature of debug mode in FarmSim. And so you have to go into your game's settings.xml file or game.xml file, I forget which one. Turn on debug mode so you can like bring up the console and stuff. And then when you have that turned on, you can hit F5 to cycle through various debug overlays, such as showing the hitboxes. And yeah, American Trucking Simulator multiplayer may become a live stream that we do at some point once I get that setup going, because we've been, I've got that joystick, and I've got joysticks, I got the steering wheel, I've got the shifter, the pedals all hooked up over there on a nice like 42-inch monitor. Should be a load of fun. Do a live stream. I think I should be able to get like a wheel cam set up as well over my shoulder. Whoa, that was close, but I don't think I actually hit him. I think we might have to go outside again. Check for traffic. Construction Simulator. Yeah, that one, I played a bunch of that single player. I would need a multiplayer crew to play Construction Simulator for videos, because solo play was a little bit painful. Alright, next road. Another game I'm gonna make you buy, exactly. If our staff roleplay series continues to take off, we may have to start branching off and making you guys play other games too. Is Westby multiplayer open or select only? So my Westby multiplayer server actually just got shut down this week to make room for new servers. We're currently running a multiplayer server on Chilliwack. We have a multiplayer server on Huron. And then I'm going to release a community server, which is open to the public, not just members, on Western Australia. So that should open up yet this week. All right, now where's the fuel trigger for the combine is another question. I'm going to pull this guy right up here alongside. Oh, look. I'm not even touching him, okay? There's just a collider on this combine that's a bit much. That's not my fault. There we go. Little green bar getting full mighty quick. Set him back off on his course here. Get the nice clean truck out of the way before all that chaff gets blown everywhere. And wow, we used a third of that diesel tank already, so I guess I'm not sad that I bought so much diesel. Very nice. Alrighty. Well, we've got the worker going here. How long has this guy got now that we've been going for a while? He's got an hour and a half to go. So I'm going to let this worker do its thing here a bit off camera. We've got a good chunk of the contract knocked out here already. If we look at this contract, we are 57%. Actually, if I turn the details on, I can see we've got almost half of the volume delivered up to the elevator and over half of the field worked now. So yeah, we're in a really good spot. I think this is going to wrap up tonight's live stream, and we will pick this this series back up in the next video, where we will probably be doing tillage. over on the main farm there, and hopefully making enough money to pick up at least one more field somewhere on this map. We'll see. But that's going to be all for tonight. Appreciate everybody that came and hung out with me tonight on the live stream. It was a blast. Had a lot of fun. And we'll catch you guys next time. That's all for today. Ketterk, out.